This is the Eisenhower National Historic Site. You will be able to see what the house looked like inside. It's basically everything that was in it, pretty much. At least 80 to 90% of it is. In front of you, you will see the living room that reflects the public stature of the Eisenhowers. The room showcased the gifts the Eisenhowers received from heads of state as well as friends. They include a mother of pearl inlaid black lacquer coffee table from the Republic of Korea and a silk tabiz rug from the Shah of Iran. When the Eisenhowers left this home, they left everything intact. The room you see now is their sitting room. It was a morning porch. This modest was comfortable, and they really loved it. Now ahead of you, you see the entrance hall.
Maybe never drove or anything like that. And they did have a cottage at Augusta, and they had.
This is Mrs. Dowd's room, Mamie Eisenhower's mother, Elvira Carlson Dowd. She used this room when she came to stay at the farm. This was the children's sitting room. They used it for years. This is Mamie's bathroom and dressing room. This is the general's room. It's small and sparsely decorated, following his 1955 heart attack. If you haven't figured it out by now, Mamie Eisenhower had a thing for pink. This was the maid's room.
An old Singer sewing machine that he brought from overseas after the war and kept in his room. They would clean the general's golf clubs after he returned from a round at the Gettysburg Country Club.
This room here was the guest room.
So he was cooking in there, was he?
Yeah, it says,
Well, he had his own cook.
Mamie was not quite as skilled in the kitchen and liked to joke that she
Really, surely not.
This is the kitchen area, and right next to it you'll see the laundry room.
Yeah.
Finally got to that laundry room where he keeps his golf clubs, which were really his at that time.
Salvaged from the old farmhouse.
There's a lot of books in there.
This is John Money's room. First served on the general's personal staff in 1942. During the war, Money was in charge of Eisenhower's Scotty dogs. So he and the general became fast friends. At war's end, Money asked to stay on Eisenhower's staff. He took care of the general's clothes, cleaned house, and served meals. Dolores Money cooked and did the household shopping. They both continued to work for the Eisenhowers long after the general died. This was Eisenhower's man cave. He spent a lot of time in here.
Take a picture of them golf clubs and send it to Miser. So these are Ike's. Ike's golf clubs.
This is the office used for conducting farm and presidential business. This room in the den became a temporary White House while Eisenhower recuperated from his 1955 heart attack. The desk is a reproduction of the one used by Washington.
Most French people, a lot of them tried to get along, some of them collaborated, and some of them resisted. But after the war, since it was compartmentalized, everyone could raise their hand and say, I was in the resistance. And a lot of post-war, like memoirs and diaries and things, a lot of them were just, and some of them resisted. But after the war, since it was compartmentalized, everyone could raise their hand and say, I was in the resistance. And a lot of post-war, like memoirs and diaries and things, a lot of them were just resistance action. Now in the South, again, very, very different. Since Vichy was a French, nominally French-run, and actually Vichy was, interestingly, they had a very strange role because they were semi-independent and they primarily worked with the Germans. They actually, the stain of the Vichy government is they over-collaborated. They sent more Jews to concentration camps.